passes this underground reservoir early on and then carries on around the edge of Udine. Udine is one of many prominent valleys that cut the downs in this area from south to north. We're going to make our way to another one which is even bigger, known as Deepdene. I'm now on the high point above the Longman. You can see there we've got a couple of burial mounds. I think there's one or two more around. And just to the left of it there's a big quarry, and what I'm standing on looks like a little moat, all very, very old. Here's the quarry. Flint would have been quarried here. Now I'm going to make my way over to Deepdene. Deepdene. This is one of the biggest valleys around here, if not the biggest. Just pan around. You see, its name is well earned. Certainly for this area, it is quite deep. There we go. I'm not going to do it today, but quite a nice walk is to go down the bottom of the Dean and then head out towards Friston Forest. The slopes of Deepdene are important ecologically. It's got the last remaining population of a subspecies of grayling butterfly here, possibly the last global population. I'm not quite sure about that. Certainly they're on the brink, and a lot of work is now being done to ensure that they don't become extinct. From here I'm going to work my way back up Deepdene, then out and continue doing a lap around the Longman, going down and returning back to the car underneath it. Superb views from here, all the way down to the sea. On a nice clear day like this, you can see quite a lot of shipping out in the mid-channel as well. I've now climbed out of Deepdene, and there's a lot of choices for finishing the walk off. But today I'm going to go up to the Monk's Walk and then just drop down beside the Longman and back to the car park. The slopes of the Longman have got a lot of glowworms, so on the way down I'm going to stop in some pits and see if I can find any glowworms. Obviously it's daytime, so they won't be glowing, but it'd be nice to get a film of some just to see what they look like in daylight. I'm at the top of Monk's Walks now, and I'm just going to do a panorama view. I'm looking out west towards Firle Beacon, which is in the far distance, and the Longman lies in the hollow on the slope just in front of me. If we pan round, we're looking across the low Weald to the high Weald, and there in front of me we've got the track at the top of the Monk's Walk. And round a bit further, in the mid-distance amongst the trees, we've got Wilmington Village, and again we can see the Monk's Walk just bending round to the right. I'll come round a bit further, and we've got a big pit here, which I know there are glowworms in, so I'm going to go in there and actually have a look to see if there's any crawling around. And now I'm looking east, or more or less east, towards the high Weald and the ridge, which goes down towards Hastings. If I walked along that slope and round the corner, I'll be able to see Eastbourne and Hastings, as well as Pevensey Bay. Now to see if I can find any glowworms. Making my way down the Monk's Walk now. Didn't find any glowworms, but I'm not surprised because they tend to bury themselves quite deep in the grass in daytime. I think they're quite high on a lot of predators' food list. Nothing like a bit of juicy glowworm. I'll come back up here one evening and have another go in the dark. What I'm going to do when I get to the bottom of the walk, Monk's Walk, I'm going to turn left along the path along the bottom, which goes just this side of those trees, and then along underneath the Long Man and up over in the mid distance. You can see the path going over the hill and then bends round to the left, and then it'll take me back down to the car. And here we have the Long Man. Definitely a lot clearer from the distance, but then that's the way it was designed to be. I'm back up at the reservoir now, on the other side of it, and from here got views overlooking Alfriston, and I can follow the ridge all the way to Firle Beacon and beyond. If I carry on round this corner, you should be able to see the final sweep down to the car park, which is just to the left of that shiny patch of plastic covering, and that will be the end of the walk.